Why is it that some of us men have such a hard time shedding tears? I reckon it's out of concern that someone may say, well, real men don't cry. Someone said, real men don't cry, they just get something in their eye. Well, the truth is, real men do cry. Jesus did. A friend died and Jesus wept. Every funeral I've ever been to had a common theme, the shedding of tears. There was no difference when Lazarus, a friend of Jesus, died. In the shortest verse in the English Bible, it says Jesus wept, John 11:35. Oh, how blessed our lives are by seeing our Lord get lost in the moment and crying. But why did he cry? Well, a friend died, a family was in mourning, a loved one died, but maybe he cried because he knew that he was getting ready to bring Lazarus back and he would leave paradise only to be back in a land of temptation and suffering. Maybe that's why Jesus cried, but the point is he cried. Impending destruction was looming and Jesus cried. Zechariah prophesied, "Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding upon a donkey and upon a colt, the foal of that donkey," Zechariah 9 and verse 9. While it was a celebratory event, Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem, my Lord cried. Why? Well, in short, Jesus knew the future. Though he would leave the earth in the early 30s, in AD 70, Jerusalem would be destroyed, Matthew 24. Jesus wept. When his own death was before him, Jesus cried. The synoptic gospels tell us of the garden scene in which Jesus cried out for another way than the cross. We see his sorrow and his inner struggle. And yet it's not until the book of Hebrews that we see described for us the weeping of Jesus. The writer said, "Who is in the days of his flesh, when he had offered up prayers and supplication with strong crying and tears unto him that was able to save him from death, and was heard in that he feared," Hebrews 5 and verse 7. Jesus was not misty-eyed in the garden. Rather, he wept with strong sobbing and loud crying. I've wondered about his weeping in the garden. Did the Lord cry because of the pain that was before him? Perhaps. Or did Jesus cry because he knew he would be taking on the sins of the world and for a moment no longer be able to look into the Father's face? Real men don't cry. My Lord did, and he was a real man. I hope you have a wonderful day. May God bless you richly, and may you live for him as a real man.